I concede I will not sign the 2024 finance bill.
There's a big question that everyone is asking themselves. When these people that are termed as activists during this protest are disappearing, where are they taken? What happens between the time they are taken to the time they are released back to the public? We had people saying that the protests were Illuminati sponsored. We had people saying that the GenZ's who are protesting are just cool kids that don't care, that they're just mannerless. The Kenyan Gen Z, this is a generation that's going to be discussed for years now. They have shaken the world with their fearless and strength. They united themselves and went to the streets to protest against the Finance Bill 2024, and this just started as a joke kule kwa mtandao, where the influencers, these are the Gen Z, especially TikTok influencers, started interpreting and explaining this bill to their mates in a language that everyone would understand. And people were like, come on guys, why is the government doing this to us? It's time we stand up and speak out for ourselves. Well, this has attracted attention not only in our country but also elsewhere. We have even celebrities from other countries. Just to mention a few, someone like Bad Girl Cecile, Popcorn, Vibes Cartel Music, and other celebrities has come out to commend the youths. And I guess this is the reason why the Kenyan youths have been very much angered by Kenyan celebrities who seem to kind of ignore this wave, and they continued with their normal posting and their normal lives. People like the Kate actress, KRG the Don, Butita, and others have received a backlash from Kenyans to an extent that KRG the Don lost his TikTok accounts and even a number of followers in his Instagram account. Somebody like Diana Marua, she was forced to come out and explain to Kenyans, why weren't you in the streets with us? Why weren't you rejecting the Finance Bill 2024? Kate actress, she wrote an apology to Kenyans, and she said that as an influencer and someone that has a big platform, she would have done better and aired the views of Kenyans and the grievances. Well, Gen Z wachezi na mtu. If you aren't for them, they aren't for you. Well, it's not only the celebrities or the influencers that have gotten the backlash, but also some of the corporate brands, because they have been termed as sympathizers of the government. Some of the influencers that work with them, just to mention a few, we have Kate actress, Mike Moshiri, the Roman chef, and others have stopped to work with them because, like, why aren't they supporting the citizens? That's their thought. Also, we have seen people boycott and invade some of their businesses and services. Well, GenZ's hawakukuja kucheza. Now, there's a big question that everyone is asking themselves. When these people that are termed as activists during this protest are disappearing, where are they taken? What happens between the time they are taken to the time they are released back to the public? Today, we saw someone like Samuel's socials post that I am free, but people who are close to him, the family and friends, they were claiming that he's nowhere to be found. And people are asking, when these people are disappearing, are their phones taken? Is their privacy invaded? What kind of questions are they being asked? We had a video that was in the internet of Boniface Mwangi, who was being attacked by youths because they felt like he's a sellout. Like, where were you? What did they tell you? What discussion are you having with these people who are taking you guys? And the question still stands. When these people are disappearing, where are they going, and what kind of communication are they having with whoever is having them? Now, is there a division? Because we saw the president announce that,
having reflected on the continuing conversation around the content of the Finance Bill 2024 and listening keenly to the people of Kenya who have said loudly that they want nothing to do with this Finance Bill 2024, I concede, and therefore I will not sign the 2024 Finance Bill.
But people still feel like we shouldn't stop with the protest. But some, like Karif Cairo, has come out to tell people, like, the agenda has been heard. We have already been heard. Why are we still continuing with the protest? Why are we still continuing with the march to the State House? Because they feel this is gonna be dangerous. We might lose more lives. We might lose more people and still not be able to invade the State House.
I feel that we need to give dialogue a chance. The same way that they've felt our presence, they've seen what we can do. I feel that this card we want to use tomorrow, where I've seen people saying we should march on State House. I feel that it will be very unwise to use this card at this particular point.
This has made people to label him as a sellout because they feel he's a coward. Why are you backing off right now? Because the agenda was not only to reject the finance bill, but also the GenZ's feel like they have lost faith in the current government. They feel like they should be recalling their MPs that voted yes, and they should also be re-electing everyone who is in the government. Well, we don't know what's next for them. The thing is, the GenZ's claim that they don't want a representative during the protest because it's going to be easy for their representatives to be bought by the government. That is why we have seen anyone that has come out to act as their leader, anyone that has tried to come out to act as the one who is organizing them, has been receiving a backlash. We had a group of Gen Z people that came out and formed, quote unquote, a Gen Z political party. My God, they didn't have it any easy because the GenZ's felt like, who elected you first of all? Who chose you to represent us? If the president wants to have a conversation with the Gen Z, then he should talk to all of us. We don't want representatives. We don't want anybody. And the question now goes, if the GenZ's were to choose somebody today, if they were to elect somebody today because they don't have faith with everyone who is in the government right now, if they were to choose somebody, who would that person be? Because, I mean, you have no representative, you have no leader, you don't want to be represented. Who's going to be that person? That is the biggest question currently. And now that the finance bill has been withdrawn and it's not going to be signed, what is going to be next? Because we still have people who are protesting today. But some people still don't understand, why are we still in the streets? The agenda was, we have the financial bill 2024 rejected, but why are we still in the streets? We had some of the elites and people that understand the constitution and the law say that the president cannot withdraw the bill. And so they're telling the GenZ's, msifunge macho, huenda mnachezwa. This might be another empty promise because how is he withdrawing the bill? And they feel like it's a trap, and so they shouldn't back down. They should be on the streets and they should continue with their business as usual. Well, we are seated here waiting to see what is going to come out of all this. Well, during this protest, the power of the internet has stood out because there have not been physical meetings, but people used to meet online and have this conversation. They explain the bill to each other. And now, if you ask a Gen Z, do you understand what was in the bill? I bet someone would be having an idea now. We had some of the MPs that voted yes actually do post and apologize to their constituency people. Well, the apology has not been taken because people are saying, if only the president signed that bill, which the people felt it was unfair to them, they would have suffered anyway. And they had begged their MPs not to vote yes for the bill, but they went ahead and voted for it. So people feel like, don't apologize to us. You come back to the ground. We deal with you one-on-one. Manze the Gen Z's. You cannot convince them. If you are not for them then, even now, you aren't for them. The church wasn't spared either. And the Gen Z's feel like this is where the politicians were given a platform to use their provocative language towards their people. We had people saying that the protests were Illuminati sponsored. We had people saying that the Gen Z's were being paid by somebody. We had people saying that the Gen Z's who are protesting are just cool kids that don't care, that they're just mannerless. And this has really triggered them. And they are even saying that they will not forget the silence of the church when all this is done. Well, if you are silent, if you didn't comment on anything, whether you were supporting it or not, the GenZ's term you as an enemy, and you don't know what's gonna be next for you. The church, the politicians, and even those influencers that kinda ignored this. We're still waiting to see what's gonna be next and what action the GenZ's are gonna take next. My name is Njeri Masi, and I'm gonna be here to update you. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and even share to your people that have no insight about this incident. Bye.